When my estranged father stood up to object at my wedding after 15 years of silence, I was ready to have him thrown out until I heard what he had to say. I was standing at the altar holding Craig's hands when I saw him. The officiant was mid-sentence, something about honoring each other through sickness and health, but I stopped hearing words. There was a man in the back row who wasn't there when I walked in. Gray hair, wrinkled suit, sitting alone in the last pew like he was ready to run. I knew that face. Even 15 years older, even with the weight he'd lost, I knew it instantly. My father, the man who packed a bag when I was 12 and walked out without a single word. No note, no phone call, no explanation, just gone. I hadn't seen him since that night, and now he was at my wedding, watching me marry the love of my life like he had any right to be here. Craig squeezed my hands. Hey, you okay? I forced a smile. Yeah, I'm fine. I wasn't fine, but I refused to let that man take this day from me too. He'd already taken enough. My father missed everything. My 13th birthday, my high school graduation, the night I cried on my bedroom floor after my first heartbreak and needed him to tell me it would be okay. He missed all of it because he chose to leave. I used to wonder what I did wrong, what made him pack that bag and disappear without even saying goodbye. My mother never gave me answers. She just worked doubles and pretended he never existed. I stopped asking eventually, and this morning I walked myself down the aisle because of him. No father holding my arm, no one to give me away, just me, alone, the way I'd learned to be. But Craig changed things. 3 years together, and he never once made me feel like I wasn't enough. He was patient with my trust issues. He stayed when I pushed him away. He's the reason I was standing at this altar believing in forever. The officiant was finishing a reading about love when he finally said those words. If anyone has any reason why these two should not be wed, speak now or forever hold your peace. I held my breath. Silence. Then a chair scraped against the floor in the back row. My father was standing. Every guest turned around. My mother's face went white, then red with fury. Craig leaned toward me. Is that who I think it is? I could barely speak. My father. You told me he was dead. He was supposed to be. My father walked down the aisle with his hands up, palms open. I know I have no right. I know I don't deserve to speak, but I couldn't watch this happen to you. I was shaking now. You don't get to protect me. Not anymore. He stopped 10 feet away. Your fiance isn't who he says he is. My father reached into his jacket. Craig tensed beside me. Whatever he's about to show you is fake, Craig said. He's trying to ruin your day because he can't stand seeing you happy. My father pulled out folded papers and spread them open. His name is Daniel Marsh, not Craig Woods. He held up a mugshot first. Same face, different name underneath, then a marriage certificate from Texas dated 4 years ago, then another from Arizona, then a news article with the headline, Con Artist Leaves Trail of Broken Marriages. He finds women with money, my father continued, earns their trust, marries them, drains everything, then disappears. I turned to Craig. Say something. Tell me he's lying. Craig stared at me for a long moment, then he smiled. Not his warm smile, something empty and mean. I really thought I'd make it to the bank accounts before anyone caught on. You almost made it too easy. The air left my lungs. Your grandmother's estate, your savings, the house you inherited. That's why I picked you. 3 years of pretending to care and your deadbeat father ruins it in 60 seconds. My mother let out a wail from the front row. Craig straightened his tie and turned toward the door, but my cousin and 2 groomsmen were already blocking the aisle. You're not going anywhere, my cousin said. Craig tried to shove past and got slammed to the floor. My maid of honor was already on the phone with Lise. I just stood there, shaking. 3 years. 3 years of believing I'd finally found someone who wouldn't leave, and he was never real. 3 months later, Craig was sentenced to 12 years in federal prison. 7 women across 5 states. Over $2 million stolen. 4 of his ex-wives showed up to his sentencing. I was one of them. My father sat beside me. After the hearing, we sat on a bench outside the courthouse. Why did you leave? I finally asked. Addiction. I didn't want you to watch me destroy myself. By the time I got sober, 8 years had passed. I figured you'd moved on. I never moved on. I just learned to live with the hole you left. He wiped his eyes. I saw your engagement announcement online. Recognized Craig from a news story. Spent 6 months gathering proof because I didn't think you'd believe me. I looked at him. Really looked. I don't forgive you. I know, but thank you. For today. And for the wedding. I leaned my head against his shoulder. The first time I'd touched my father in 15 years. It wasn't forgiveness, but it was a start.